Shalom. Welcome to 6 by 6 Learning 6 times a week, 6 minutes, and you get a full idea from Likutei Sichos, a talk from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And this week we're going to talk about one idea of Rashi, which on one hand is the Peshat. He is a simple meaning, and Rashi himself says, I'm only telling you the simple meaning. And it actually says that in Pirkei Avos, a 5-year-old should start learning Chumash. So it's really that's so basic that even a 5-year-old could understand it. But together with that, after we learn, we're going to go into the deepest levels of the Rashi. So hidden in the simplest ideas is actually the deepest ideas. And we're going to get into that. First, we have to learn, of course, the basic ideas about it. Now, the basic idea this week, of course, is the spies. That what happened is, giving a little bit of framing the issue now, the Jewish people, after about a year of learning Torah at Mount Sinai, that they came to the edge of the land of Israel. And they said, well, we're ready to go. And Moshe says, well, let's check out the land. Because the Jewish people said, come on now, let's see what kind of land it is or how easy it is to conquer. And Moshe Rabbeinu said that, all right. Well, why did he say all right? You should have really trusted in the Almighty. He told you to go in. It's a good land. I'm going to be with you. So what are you checking out? You got a total assurance that everything's going to be good. So why did even Moshe agree with it? So he said with this plan, so he says, he gave an example, he gave with a donkey, but I'm going to tune it up to current events. It's the same idea, really. You go to a used car guy and say, there's a good car. Can I take it for a spin? He says, no problem. Ooh, there's a little hill over there. Can I take it up the hill and see if the motor is good? Yeah, no problem, he says. So he says, all right, I know that you're being honest because you wouldn't say, no, don't do it. Actually, I know a situation where someone wanted to buy a used car and they said that, let me try it. Oh, no, you can't try it out. They said, forget it. So again, if someone's so assured that everything's going to be all right, says, all right, I don't have to test it out. So that's what Moses was thinking. We got to check out this land, the Jewish people said. No problem, check out all you want. So they would think, oh yeah, Moshe said no problem, it should be no problem. But really, they turned the tables on Moshe and said, all right, let's have some spies. So they sent out one from every tribe, 12 tribes, 12 spies, and there were 10 they were good at that time. They were led. They weren't just chosen because they were shmos. They were chosen because they were good people. But on the other hand, that they turned the tables, as we'll see in a few seconds. But there were 2 good spies in Joshua or Yoshua, who was going to be, as we know, the leader after Moshe Rabbeinu, and Kalev, who was a relative also, that they actually were very high-level people. And they, even though they were intimidated by the other 10 spies, on the other hand, that they kept their faith, and when they came back to Israel and the 10 spies were going to tell them this is no good land, oy vey, we're going to get beat up, there are giants over there. So the 2 good spies says, no, Hashem told us we're going to do it, and we are going to do it, and well, because of that, the Jewish people were punished for 40 years in the desert instead of, like I said, could have gone in it after 1 year, but after 40 years, we know the walls of Jericho, the famous story, they really did go right into Israel. So now that's the basic story, and the spies, like I said, wanted to rebel, and he's saying an interesting idea that Yoshua and Kalev were, like I just said, trying to remove their thoughts from the idea that no problem's going to happen, and therefore they said, don't rebel, have faith in Hashem, and don't worry about it. And they actually said, we'll get into another session, that they're lachmenu, they're like bread. And it doesn't come out so well in English, but almost like you would say in English, they're like toast. They're like nothing to us. Don't worry about these different giants over here. We'll beat them up and we'll get rid of them very easily. All right, so that's the major idea right now, and we're going to get into the deeper idea soon enough. So stay tuned for part 2.